Maybe it's those hours we spend as children carefully kneading and creating with Play-Doh, and then of course perfecting recipes in our easy bake oven that we continue to love working with dough and making our own now edible snacks as we get a little older. Jenna Coles is making a snack time favorite and popular party food. We're doing homemade pretzels.
Oh yeah, homemade pretzels are amazing. I love pretzels. When you go to the mall, you get those big pretzels.
Yes, I love those.
Now with this recipe, you can make them anytime and have them anytime you want.
Nice, we like it. How do we get started?
All right, so I have my yeast and it's already been proofing. Now that just means that we're making sure it's active. I put some warm water to wake it up, put some sugar in, I put a cup of water, warm water in there to wake the yeast up, 2 1/4 teaspoons, or maybe a packet. And then you put some sugar in there, that way the yeast can munch on it and then it makes it fluffy.
It's sort of like a chemistry experiment, isn't it?
And it makes
Making
it all
dough.
fluffy. And we're gonna add 3 cups of flour, 1 cup at a time.
Is it challenging making homemade dough?
Not really, it's really fun and easy.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. All right, now I'm just gonna mix this on medium speed. And we want to add the flour before we add the teaspoon of salt and tablespoon of butter, because the salt will kill our yeast and it won't be as fluffy.
Okay, so you have to be careful that you add the ingredients in the correct order.
Okay. All right, I think it's safe to add our salt because our yeast is protected. I'm gonna add a teaspoon of salt, a tablespoon of butter.
And it looks like you have the butter not necessarily melted, but good and soft.
Yeah. All right, add another cup of flour.
And how many pretzels are we making today?
We're gonna make 8 pretzels.
8 pretzels, all right.
It's gonna be fun. All right, you wanna keep mixing this up. I made this recipe on my YouTube channel, Jenna's Kitchen, and it's one of my most popular recipes because everybody wants to make some soft pretzels.
Yeah.
Soft pretzels are delicious. And you can customize them. This is like just the basic recipe. You can make cinnamon twists, you can make them savory, you can make cinnamon sugar pretzels, you can make pretzel bites. It's very customizable.
I don't think anyone's ever told me they don't like a pretzel. You know, it's pretty much a crowd pleaser. How do you like yours, savory or sweet?
I like mine savory because you can dip them in every dipping sauce. You can dip them in spicy mustard,
cheese,
cream cheese icing, and butter.
Oh,
that's amazing.
More butter.
All right, we're gonna add our last cup of flour.
And you have been on spring break. Have you had some time to perfect some new recipes while you've been out of school this week?
I've been working on some Jenna's Kitchen recipes, and this flour just flew up.
It does that, doesn't it?
Yep. All right, so we're gonna let this knead for 5 minutes, and then we'll let it rise for 15. But this dough over here is already rested, risen, all good. All right, I'm gonna turn this off.
It's a nice mixer.
Yeah. All right, now we're gonna get started on this dough. This dough has already been risen. It's this dough recipe. It's already good to go. And I'm gonna take a pizza cutter and I'm gonna cut it in half this way.
So it takes about 15 minutes to get it to rise like that?
And it wants to be like doubled in size. It'll get nice and fluffy. You wanna keep it near a warm spot. That way it gets nice and risen. All right, cut it into 8s. It's the easiest way I like to do it. Move all these out of the way. Alrighty. And you want to kind of cut it up like a pizza. We're using a pizza cutter and cutting up the dough like a pizza.
Do you make homemade pizza too?
Yes, I love homemade pizza. And this is just a very basic dough recipe. All right, set these all off to the side except for 2 of them.
I tell you what, we're going to go to break and come back and finish up.
Yeah.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
All right. We'll be right back with more from Jenna, these homemade pretzels. Stick around. Back now with Jenna Coles from the YouTube cooking show, Jenna's Kitchen. And I tell you what, it's like Oktoberfest in April because we're doing homemade pretzels with dipping sauces. So before the break, we had our dough, we had let it rise, we cut it into 8s. Now where do we go from here?
So we're gonna take one of the 8s and just kind of, you wanna do one too?
Sure.
All right, you just kind of roll it around in your hands. And you can use 3 different methods on this. You can either roll it on the cutting board, just kind of roll it around, or you could like kind of stretch it. You find whatever works best for you. Or my favorite is jump roping it. You just kind of wiggle it between your hands. And this is a lot of fun. It's like getting your arm workout, and it's an easy way to get kids in the kitchen.
It is. We love playing with our food, don't we?
Yeah, it's a ton of fun. I love we want to get this to about 20 inches to make a Oh shoot, I broke mine.
I did too. I don't feel as bad now.
It's easy. Just kind of put it back together. If you break it, is no big deal. No big deal. Yeah, it's like, oh shoot, this one's just wanting to keep on breaking.
Listen, I feel like it happens. You know how those chefs, when they're doing the pizza dough and they're like
Yes.
spinning it in the air
Yes,
and they
I
make
did
it
that,
look
it
so
just fall on my
easy.
face.
Right, me too. That's what would happen to me.
Okay, so once we get this to 20 inches, we are going to shape it into a pretzel, and maybe we won't break it.
So how does this look so far?
Oh, that's pretty good. We just need to get it a little bit longer. Just need to roll it. So how to shape it is you put it into a U, and then you take the top ends and just kind of cross them. I will show you how to do that once this, all right. Just gotta keep rolling
Look how
it.
see, these are hard. That's why we buy pretzels out of the bag.
They're not.
These are so much better though. And these are the good, like soft pretzels, like you said, like you get at the mall.
Yeah.
And they smell so good and they really get right in.
My house smells like baked goods now.
Oh my gosh, I bet. Smells so good.
All right, why don't we put ours together now?
All right,
maybe
let's try
that'll
it.
work.
Team effort.
Yeah, okay. So now we're just gonna put them together.
Okay.
Improvising. This is what we call
That's what we
improvising.
do.
All right, kind of roll them. I want to make sure there's an even consistency all throughout the dough, not one part that is too big. This is just a basic pretzel dough. You could use cinnamon twists, a bunch of other good things. All right, now that we have it long enough, we're going to take it, make sure it's together, put it into a U, cross it. This might be a pretzel bun, that is okay. Twist it and put it back down to the dough.
In that classic pretzel shape.
All right, now we're gonna put it into the baking soda bath. This will help the Maillard reaction occur. It'll help enhance it, and it'll give it that nice golden brown color that we see over here on these pretzels.
Nice. So this is just baking soda and water.
It's 2 cups of water and 4 tablespoons of baking soda.
This is science right here, what we're doing.
All right, so this pretzel has been soaking. This pretzel was soaked in the baking soda mixture before we baked it, and this pretzel was not.
Oh, so you see one's much more golden brown than the other.
This one looks kind of raw. It looks like you just threw it in the oven for like 30 seconds and then pulled it back out. But this one looks much more appetizing. It'll still taste good. We just want it to look the part of the pretzel. We want it to look yummy.
It does look good, and you have such a nice display over here. And you even have those little dough balls. Is that what we call those?
We call those pretzel bites.
Pretzel bites. Pretzel bites. Look at those. Yeah, so tell us about the dipping sauces too.
So we have cream cheese, horseradish mustard, and some nacho cheese dipping sauce. Over here we have cinnamon twists and cinnamon sugar pretzels, little pretzel bites, and savory pretzels. And over here, these are like fresh out of the oven. I'm just gonna take a baking brush, dip it in the butter, get all in there, and just rub it over the pretzel. And that'll give it that nice golden brown finish.
Do you need to bake it again or put it in the oven again, or just
Just once it's
butter?
baked, once it's baked at 475 degrees for 8 to 9 minutes, you just pull it out, brush it with some butter, and you're good to go.
These look incredible. So good. Jenna, thank you for sharing this with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Are we done with all the steps? Was there anything else we needed to see?
I don't think so.
You're good?
Yeah.
And we can watch you on YouTube. You still are posting those new videos all the time,
Every other
right?
Saturday.
Every other Saturday, a new recipe from Jenna. You can find her online, jennaskitchen.org. Watch her cooking tutorials at youtube.com/jennaskitchen. And you can also email info@jennaskitchen.org for more information.